Hear about lactating. Don't usually think man will lactate. That man can lactate. If you guys don't know the word means, it's actually kind of weird. Boys don't lactate. Lactate means produce breast milk. Okay, so guys, I don't produce breast milk. Okay, I don't. This boy, I found this video about this man has a medical problem that he actually lactates. So I'm going to react to it and see what actually causes him to lactate, which I know that both men and boys are not meant to lactate. So yeah, let's go check it out. Video that I found that has the man that can lactate. So I don't know much about this, so let's just watch it and let's do this.
Next in to see Dr. Christian is 26-year-old Amir, who for 3 years has lived in confusion, keeping the condition of his breasts a secret.
Personally, it's embarrassing because I think I've got a woman's chest area. I haven't even told my wife yet. I think she'll be probably ashamed of me.
Wow, you haven't told your wife yet?
So Amir,
wow.
Tell me how I can help you.
I've got a problem like on my chest area. It's quite large, like the nipple area itself, and it produces fluid when I squeeze it myself.
Let's have a look and then we know what we're talking about. So you have quite prominent breasts, don't you? And they've developed that sort of...
Oh, shit! They're not... Oh my God. I feel so bad for this guy. That is the sharpest nips I ever seen.
pointiness that gynecomastia, man boobs as we say, often does
Man
get.
boobs.
Show me the stuff
Yeah,
that comes
true,
out.
man
Squeeze like this.
Oh gosh, you really can, can't you? And the same thing on the other side as well.
Oh my...
Wow, okay. And you have to do this, do you?
Yeah, like every single night basically before I go to bed, you know, like I don't like getting the pains when I wake up in the morning, so in order to relieve it, I'll do that before I go to bed.
So it starts to hurt if you don't let this stuff out?
That's right, yes.
What you're doing essentially is a form of lactation. It's exactly what women do to feed babies, and you are producing the same.
Yo, bro. If you have a child and your wife can't produce, you know, you can do it, man. You just replace your wife and you just can do it because you can lactate. You can actually, like, he can actually produce milk, breast milk anyway. So basically, like, if you have a child and the wife doesn't want to do it, he can do it. He can do it, really.
Sort of thing. It's a type of breast milk. Do you generally have a libido? You have a sex drive, or not really?
I've lost it actually.
So you've lost your libido?
Yes.
Clearly there is a hormonal problem going on. There's lots of different causes of it. The commonest one is a problem with the pituitary gland. Now, your pituitary gland is just underneath your brain. It's a little tiny gland that secretes a whole range of different hormones. One of those hormones is prolactin.
So
If you're making too much prolactin, then this is something that we see quite commonly.
Prolactin is often called the milk hormone because its main function is to stimulate the breast in women after childbirth. In men, some prolactin is normally produced, but at much lower levels than women.
So men have lower levels of it, so that's why we don't produce it. But this guy has a high levels of milk hormones, so he can actually produce milk. So this is actually very weird for me, but for the guy over there, I feel so sorry for him.
Production of this hormone in men could indicate a serious underlying problem.
The commonest cause of making too much prolactin is actually a little tumour, which we call a prolactinoma. In you, because this has been going on for a little...
Bro, man, everything has to be a tumour. Right, the pituitary gland right below our brains, you always have a tumour, actually. Just be clear. Everyone got to have a tumour that will cause any problems, like growth problems. You got tumors over your body. It's kind of like a bulge that actually causes problems. They create high levels of testosterone, and they create high levels of stuff like high levels of growth spurt. They create everything. The tumor that if you guys have tumor, you can know the difference that it causes problems to your body. I know that.
While I suspect that you have a large-ish tumour of the pituitary, okay? Now, when I say tumour, don't immediately think the word. It's a slow-growing, benign tumour that gradually secretes a hormone, and we can control it with drugs to stop it doing this.
The pituitary gland is found at the base of the brain and is normally around the size of a pea. Dr. Christian suspects Amir may have a swelling in his pituitary gland, causing the overproduction of prolactin, which tells his body to produce milk.
Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Tumors are like the main cause of this.
I was a bit shocked, obviously, when I saw Dr. Christian about my problem. I didn't know it was that serious.
So today he's at King's College Hospital in London for some tests to try and confirm the diagnosis. This will involve an MRI scan to show the size and shape of his pituitary gland.
Just try and stay nice and still. Are you okay? Okay, good, well done.
That's sharp.
And blood tests to measure his prolactin levels, the hormone that's responsible for the production of milk. Consultant endocrinologist Dr. Simon Elwin has been looking at Amir's results. The blood tests show that Amir's prolactin level is over 4,000 units, which is 10 times the normal level. This is the cause of his lactating breasts. And Dr. Aylwin has found something on the MRI scan which explains it all.
That's a picture of your head. Okay. And this is the swelling pituitary tumour that we've got here. Just to give you an idea, we can just put a measurement on there. So that's about 3 centimetres in its longest.
A prolactinoma is a treatable non-cancerous tumour of the pituitary gland. It affects around 1 in 10,000 people, women more commonly than men.
We can give...
Jesus, at least his tumor is non-cancerous. But the majority of tumors that people get cancer. So this guy got lucky that his tumor has a cancer problem, so that is a good thing. But the thing is that if you guys have tumors, you never know you guys have tumors, so you got to go check on the doctor regularly to see that if you guys have kind of like problems like him, or like kind of like him, but you may not sure, because tumors comes in varieties of situations, can cause your skin problems and majority of it. So
be some medical treatment which will bring down the prolactin level and get your symptom better. It may be that can actually cause the tumour to shrink down as well. If we don't find that getting smaller with medical treatment, it may be that you require a surgical procedure to do that. And if that is the case, just so that you've got the whole picture.
Problem.
I've kept it for so long to myself, and for her to find my problem would be amazing.
You got to tell her, man. You got to tell her.
He's back at the clinic to see Dr. Christian.
Now, I'm very aware with you that in our last consultation, I probably dropped a bit of a bombshell on you, didn't I? Telling you that you may have a pituitary tumour. How did you feel after all that?
I was a bit shocked, I didn't realise that was causing the actual problem. But obviously going to my hospital and getting all these checks done up, a bit chuffed now, because I know I'm getting treated now.
Have you started the medication yet?
Yes, I have.
And the idea of it all really is to try and shrink the tumour. The prolactin level, that stuff that I was telling you was causing all of your problems, should start to drop, and we can see that by doing blood tests. Now, I know you hadn't told your wife about any of this, had you? Have you done so now?
I have already. Since after the hospital appointment, I've told her.
And how did she take it on?
Shocked, because she wasn't expecting that, but afterwards she was supportive. I'm not on my own.
It's important to share these things with people, because you're going to have little worries and issues, and you should share those worries.
Keep holding that back in.
Now she's looking after me.
You're going to have problems in the later life.
That's a good thing. Well, Amir, keep your very positive, sensible...
Well, that's it for the video, and I am really kind of shocked, that men actually can lactate. I'm not saying that women are the only one that lactate, but it shows that men actually can. But I won't want to, because oh my god, that is one of the weirdest things I ever seen so far. So thank you guys for watching, and do follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Links are all in the description, and do subscribe to my channel, and do subscribe to the Team City channel. That's the group channel that I created. Will be both here, and keep it cool and keep it lit.